Good evening and welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the Think Show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that the so called African American didn't find his way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One. And it's common sense, y'all. It's common sense. It's right in your face. And since many of us have been ignoring it for too long, many of us has been going with the same old routine. That's what they say. Since many of us, we really don't think about anything except what other people tell us. It's right in your face, y'all. I want to say hello to the chat. Everybody coming in. R. Smith, Copper Color Lifestyle, my home girl, 94. Yolanda Sanders, what's up, yo? Alberta, Washington, good evening. How are you doing? Ankia Woolly Hair, peace. Lamone Jr., peace to you. Northern Belle, peace and love to you. Hey, family, going out to Happy Nation. And if you guys want to learn how to grow some stuff, because we're about to go into spring. We're not there yet, but it's time to, if you're gonna do that type thing, start preparing the grounds. Davita Carter, she does that type stuff. She grows stuff. She's a chef. Her family's chef. They cater. She puts what she grows in her food. Then got the nerve to just show a picture of it and ain't giving nobody none. What's up, cuz? I mean, what's up with that? What's up, Davita? Nah, I'm just playing with her. So this is a sister. She can teach your children how to grow food and make it fun where they want to do it, where they're creating something and they're doing something. She's the resource for that. So Davita Carter, she's the plug for that. But what I wanted to talk about tonight, and it's not going to be long because I know, we all got things to do. It's common sense, y'all. You are a part of the planet. You're like a leaf on a tree. But you have your own thoughts. But you're still a part of the tree. Now, you can be more than a leaf. You can be a piece of fruit. You can be a nut to fall into the ground to become a tree yourself. These are ways, these are ideas, these are ideologies that your people did. And people always say, well, where you write that at? Where can I research it at? That hasn't worked for you since you've been doing it. So you just go what every creature has on the planet to do. And what every creature on the planet does is pays attention to nature. That's the ultimate, nature. Your clothes was made from materials that you got from nature. You get your food stuff from nature. You get what you drink, water from everything. You're a part of that. But somehow the African American, Negro, black, colored, they pulled away from that. They wanted to integrate into another culture. Hence, you have what you have today, a bunch of confused Negroes who don't think. And it's right in front of your face. So I'm just wondering, are we ignoring it? And if we are, what do we think we'll get out of ignoring it? And what I mean by ignoring it is when you hear all these Black first and foundational Black Americans and all this other stuff, they're always looking for somebody to give them something. I'm like, what's up with that? People are coming to America to better their lives because their lives in their homes suck. So they know there's a whole continent on the other side of the earth where the people who are of that earth, they don't give a shit who comes over and take their stuff. They give it up. They give it up. So they run over here with their mothers and fathers, they kids, they brothers, kids, they brothers and sisters. They all run over here to squat on you. And you're just, if we talked about the mental capacity, seriously, y'all, it's right in front of your face. What you see on the screen right now is of a website called Flight Aware. It just gives you 24, it just lets you see all the planes that are in the air, in your airspace. Now, you see, if you look closely at the map, or if you go to the website yourself, you'll see that some of those are jets, some of those are small aircraft. You're in a pandemic, and there's that many planes in the air, and you don't question it? The way, and the reason I'm making this post tonight is because I keep running into this sister in the city, and she act like she's the mask police. Has no information on nothing. She's just doing her job. She's just doing her job. And that's, that's a slave. Your boss is nature. What in nature needs to be fixed, and you're supposed to fix it. You're not supposed to be playing no fucking basketball. You ain't supposed to be fucking singing. You are stewards of this earth, especially over here in a North Central America. Because see, a lot of times we like to look at America and we look at ourselves and don't realize, brother, this was a whole continent. Half of it is underwater. It's right in front of your face, y'all. All you got to do is think. All you got to do is think. You are a cell. You are a cell. Battery. You can expend energy. You can recharge yourself. Why is your energy always given to other people and you give it away for nothing? And you always want somebody to do something for you because they think they owe you because you expended your energy towards them. That's not how it's done. That's called the pimp hoe game. And guess who the hoe is? Guess who's always the hoe? The African American, the black, the colored. That's all they're for. That's all they're used for other people to use. And you can just tell by the immigration policies of America. Everybody comes make their money off of you first. but you can't seem to make it work for yourself. What you see on the TV screen or on a computer screen is a map of all the airplanes flying over America right now. You can go to this website, FlightAware. I'm sure they got several others. They have a FAA one. These are the aircraft over America right now. And you sitting at home cowered with a mask over your face. Explain. Explain. Because one of the things that you notice, the Negroes that are playing the thought police, who was pushing this agenda, they have to make you want to vomit. They'll look out for what somebody told them than to rather have common sense and think about it for themselves. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. What the African American is doing is taking orders from somebody who the last time he gave orders on your ass, can we say Tuskegee experiment? And you think that was the only one? They wasn't surgically making it impossible for women to have sisters to have babies in North Carolina. I know y'all heard that story. And this is what we do. It's right in front of your face. You done had damn near every country come over here and make money off of you. And you do it happily, trying to integrate everybody into you. Is that the game plan? Tell us, because I want to know if I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not. Maybe there's something I missed. I know that we're supposed to create balance on this planet. That's all our job. It's not just mine. It's everybody. Everybody who breathing. Your job is to create balance where you are on this planet to keep the planet in harmonic balance. That's your job. I know most of us don't know. Nobody told us. Yeah. Why are you here? Because you never ask yourself that question. What's the purpose of all of this? But for the purpose right now, what you see going on is to use what you call Black people, African American. They're the human resources. They're the natural resources that people use for their betterment. The African American will make sure somebody else's child has it better than theirs, right or wrong. Let's see, damn. You can't go to India. You can't go to China. You can't go to Australia. You can't go to Africa and do what you want to do there. You got to play by their rules. But in your home, anybody can come and do what they want to do and let other people in, and you don't have nothing to say about it. Because you always want to be quiet. Shh. Don't get me wrong. It's a trait that's been passed down through generations. The things that these people did to your people were monstrous, which is why I don't understand why we bow down like we do now. Yet we profess in an almighty God Jesus is going to save us. He coming. The same people who gave you the story is the same one dogging you out now. And you pretend, because I know you see it. You pretend like you don't see it so you can get whatever you're getting out of it. Them days are over, homie. It's common sense, y'all. The people who you call it, if you go back through history, African Americans, what, 1988? That's when they popped up. Before that, they was called black people. Before that, they was called Negro. Before that, they was called colored. Why the constant name change? Why every generation they change the designation of the people? Why isn't that talked about in the churches? Why isn't that talked about in the schools that you got, and you guys subsidate the fuck out of them? Why is it that you can't have a conversation with your elders? They can't tell you anything. The majority. It's not all elders are like that, by no means. Why are these places where your mothers and fathers and your grandmothers and fathers and your great grandmothers and great grandfathers are from, why are they such shitholes? Because you abandoned them to go help somebody else build their empire somewhere else. Amen. Amen. So this is what I'm saying. Copper Color Lifestyle says, I'm looking for all people who yell all day that they're grown and no one can tell them what to do. Haven't seen not one of them protesting wearing a mask. So what is that? So what is that? You know, you don't tell me what to do. I do me, huh? But you got a mask on. That's that ego. Remember, you have the ego part of you, which is the outside of you. This is the simplest way I can put it. The ego is on the outside. You, the real you, is on the inside, tripping off of all this shit that's coming from the outside. Your ego is who you try to project to the rest of the world. The world never sees you who can think, who can put together, who can understand what another person is saying, who can transmit and receive data, who don't get who likes truth. Because you got to remember, a whole bunch of us like bullshit. We love it. You see the meme going around with the sister that glued her hair to her scalp with some Gorilla Glue. Was that the funniest shit ever? I mean, this is where we are. This is where we are. You have a chick putting Gorilla Glue. Oh, so you know all those white supremacist groups and all of them, they having a ball with that one. They having a ball with that one. And this is the kind of stuff we do. And somebody said homegirl was a teacher. Somebody said homegirl was a teacher. This is what's teaching your kids. You better come up with a whole nother way. Look at the planes over America right now. Anybody could be in those planes with you in a pandemic. Start thinking for yourself. Start thinking. I mean, damn. The days of somebody just telling you something and you just accepting it. I mean, how often does that work? There was a song. Well, I mean, this song was really popular. Remember what you used to do, what people used to do, they used to, in the music, they would tell people what to look for. So you've seen it where sisters, the way they braided their hair, that was a way of communicating with people back in the day. She would braid something in her hair, and when they saw her, they knew what to do. See, these are things we don't even fathom today. We don't even think about it. Well, Nappy Nation, the deception is so deep that it's crazy, but as long as we participate in it, it makes it worse for us. See, that's what makes it worse for us. We've integrated into it. And see, we think that we don't have no part into it. We do. See, a lot of times we can't say nothing because we're worse than the people who told us to do it. I was talking to some brothers, and one of them said, "Yo, man, we're not looking at. We have fought in all these wars. We have went over to all these nations and killed these people family, and now these people are right here in our communities. What are we going to do about it?" You could hear a rat pissing on cotton. What are you here for? Find out. Find out who's your mama, who's your daddy. Because we look at it as something, it's something it's not hard. Who's your mama? Who were they? Who was their mothers and who was their fathers? What stream did you swim up to get here to this place? You never ask yourself that question? You've never heard the saying that energy can neither be created or destroyed, and you are energy? For this planet? Because when your energy's gone, you're gone, but you're not, the essence of you isn't gone. The real you isn't gone. This ego will be. So you better do something with that. I mean, and that's what we're all here for. The people on this planet, the people born in America, Americans, the indigenous people of this landmass, their job is to help keep this part of the world in balance. So you know how the planets, they swing around and each other and fall. We're supposed to be in tune with all of that's going on in the clouds, in the heavens, at night. We can't take nobody else's idea of it because that doesn't mean nothing to us. What happens over here in America doesn't happen over in France. And we have just totally walked away from it. totally act like we don't have shit to do with nothing. We can do whatever we want to do. Huh? And you're seeing the ramifications from it. So it's common sense, y'all. It's common sense. We really can't see it because that's what I'm wondering. Do we really not see what's going on in front of our face? Because remember, your kids are going to have to deal with this after you. I mean, do we think of that? Is that important? Is that important? Think about it. See, you will say, the old people, they didn't do nothing. They didn't look out for us. Well, some of them did. A lot of you shines want to integrate. Still do. Still do. Don't act like you trying to integrate, trying to love everybody when everybody just uses you to wipe their feet on. Yes or no? What you see with this COVID thing, this is not going away. They're trying to make this permanent. You, or a lot of you, will make sure that they see it like that. You let somebody like Bill Gates, you let somebody like Fauci dictate your life like that. Do it if you want to. It's common sense, y'all. It's common sense. Common sense. You think about it, and then what you say. You got to say something about it. We don't say nothing. So I'm going to say, and I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. These are all the aircraft over America right now. Go to, I don't know. FlightAware Live. FlightAware.com. FlightAware.com. These are all the planes over America right now. See, they got you always, because remember, the African American, he doesn't think on his own. He waits to get his instructions from his master. He doesn't think. That was taken out during the Black Panther period. Them brothers was thinking. One of the cats that came, they weren't in the Black Panthers or nothing like that, but a whole bunch of groups came up in the Black Panther, and these people were reading, they was thinking, they was figuring shit out. In making the African American, that element had to be gone. And it is. Make sure they don't think. And the African American, what? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. don't think about nothing and don't care. That's basically the African American. The people, the civil rights generation, they're sitting down, and one of these transfers of money and wealth, while these people make millions, while the people lose out. One of the things is, it seems that a lot of African Americans are taking their mothers home so they can go live in an apartment somewhere where they just can't get no family members to come and help take care of mom. I hear that's what a lot of Negroes are doing. And this is how you give away your wealth. You can't have nobody come over and take care of mama. She got a babysitter for you. This is the African American. So the African American 2 generations ago, when mom was having them, they're totally devoid of that. They don't even want to, they'll make up all kind of excuses. Yet somebody, the person that reproduced you, you can't do the same for them. So that's basically the African American. So I'm gonna leave you tonight. I just wanted to just come in and share that with you. It's right in front of your face, y'all. These people ain't shutting down nothing. They shutting you down. And we better stop acting ignorantly and disgracefully and going with the flow. I'm the Indigenous One. Have a good night.